So Anthony Miller just fumbled the ball when we always come so close to having somewhat of a comeback at the end of the game just to have it screwed up somehow. Something our offense does all game is just not score the ball and not do anything on offense. I can't take it anymore. Bears fans, I'm done. Like, this offense is driving me insane. I sit here every Sunday and watch us go 5-6 yard different drives without scoring, with getting like maybe 20 yards of total offense. This is what we keep doing every single Sunday. This is our life. We go through the same cycle of not scoring the whole first half, and then the second half we maybe put up one touchdown or something like that, and then we get the slimmest of chances in the last 5 minutes or so, and then we blow it. Like, this is absolutely, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. Like, I've been saying this, Nick Foles isn't the answer anymore. I thought after the Falcons game, I got high. We were 3-0 and everything. I didn't mean I got high on emotions, not high on, just forget I said that. I got high on Nick Foles after that game. I thought he was the answer. I thought that the Bears were going to go and be great the rest of the season. We're going to go undefeated. Whoop-de-doo. It's like a great job. The Bears are going to be good this season. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win the North. We're going to beat the Packers. It's going to be so great. And all of that ever since then has just been awful. The last time one of my favorite football teams won a football game, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, die hard till I die. I will never switch teams. No matter how hard it is for me to watch these games every single Sunday, die-hard Bears fan, but I'm also a massive, massive South Carolina Gamecocks fan, die-hard Gamecocks fan. I'm the biggest Gamecock fan in the world, in my opinion. The last time one of those teams have won a game, October 18th, and that was the Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers. Ever since then, let's just take a look at what's going on in the game right now, because it's still on. Yeah, it's about to be a 2-minute warning. We're going to get the ball back just to maybe get close to the red zone, and then you know what we do in the red zone. We just decide to fumble it or just not convert. False starts. Oh my gosh, that penalty, I don't know where that was. We were on like the 30 or something. It was a 4th and inches. We have a 4th and inches, and just guess what happens. Just guess. I know you guys know what happened, but you just knew that something bad was going to happen. It was bound to happen that we were going to go 2 false starts and then decide to punt the ball. Our first chance to score any points. Guys. Bears fans, this is so... Coming off the Saints game, it's the same thing. Our offense sucks in the first half, except for the first drive when we score a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. The rest of the game, we're terrible until like the last 10 minutes. We decide, oh yeah, maybe it's time to get going or whatever. Maybe we should go tie the game. So that's what we do. We go into overtime and we lose the game. This time around, like, our play calling, one of the only good takeaways from this game. There was a good takeaway from this game, in my opinion, and that was the aggressiveness of this team at some points of the game. Loved the fake punt. I loved going for the 4th down in the first quarter. I forget where it was, but I liked that call. I would have done the same thing. We didn't convert, but I would have done the same thing. Can't blame them there. We went for another 4th down or whatever, something like that. I like the aggressiveness. I want to see more of those deep shot balls thrown. Like, that's the only time that we're completing balls and getting into somewhat of a scoring position is when we throw the ball deep. Enough of these 5-yard checkdowns or whatever. Enough of these slant routes, enough of these curl routes, enough of these stop routes or whatever. Enough of these crossing routes. They don't do anything. Because we don't complete them half of the time. We don't complete enough passes to be able to do that. We need to take big shots. So for those times that when we actually do complete a pass, it's for 20, 30 yards and not 5 yards, 3 yards. Our rushing game can't do anything. Our offensive line can't hold up anything. I feel bad for David Montgomery. I still think he's a good running back. Today, he obviously didn't have the great game. He fumbled a ball that was costly for us at one point in the game. Just little mistakes. Penalties were brutal today. Especially, I've already mentioned the 2 false starts in a row, but I could rant on and on forever. I don't know how much time we have. Like, how much... But we have 1:55 left in this game. The Bears have the ball down 14, but I just started my post-game show. I'm like, I need to get it out now. I can't hold it in. I can't watch this anymore. Like, I'm still going to watch. I watch every game to the end. It's just what I do as a Bears fan. Like, I'm watching it right now. You guys can't just see because it's on my computer screen. I'm watching it in my peripheral vision. I feel like I'm obligated to watch every second of every game. And I feel like that just makes everything so much worse because The Bears, for some reason, think that they're so good in the last 2 minutes and they always score whatever. It doesn't matter what the score is. So it just gives you that little bit of glimmer of hope that maybe in the next game, you know what, our offense is going to do good. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's time to get a new quarterback. Mitch got pulled. I agreed with that move. I was so excited for Nick Foles. That Falcons game was amazing, but ever since then, it has not been good. Like, gosh, man. I feel like I need to go I need to go meditate. I need to go sit in a dark room and just be alone with my thoughts and just listening to some comic music, because the last 2 days I've witnessed the Gamecocks score 3 points yesterday, 3, and the Bears score 10, maybe 13 or 17, depends on what happens in these next 2 minutes. I'm guessing they're going to score 10 because we can't score on offense. It's that simple, guys. Like, we're not good. We're not a good offensive team. Our defense lights out. Our defense gives up 17 points in this game. We had the fumble taken back for a touchdown, so the offense gave up 7 of those 24 points. The defense is good, but our offense isn't good enough for our defense to be elite. I've said it over and over again. Our defense is forced to be put out on the field at all times, 24/7. Our defense is out there. They're constantly out there because we keep going 3 and out or whatever. We can't sustain drives. We can't have long drives to give our defense the rest they need to be able to come out and have a good next drive, to be able to force them to go 3 and out, to be able to force the Titans to go 3 and out, and then put our offense back on the field to get another long drive that ends in a score. That's how football works. That's how the Bears need to operate. We don't need anyone. We don't need a Patrick Mahomes or whatever. We just need, our defense is good enough that we don't need to run up the scoreboard. We don't need to score 40, 50 points a game to be able to win a game. If we just get in the 20s, like even 28 points a game, I think we make the playoffs easily. Like, if our defense gets the rest that we need from scoring 28 points and holds them under 28 points, I think our defense can easily do that. You've seen it. Who's the only team that scored more than, has anyone even scored more than 28 on us this season? Here, let's check. It might have been the Rams. No team. No team. Not one single team has scored more than 28 points on us. So just take that into effect right now. I just made that statement. If we score 28 points a game, we are a 9-0 football team right now. 9-0. We're going to be up with the Steelers if we could just score 4 touchdowns a game. Even if we don't score, even if we score 24 or something like that, we're still 6-3, 7-2, something like that. We're going to be 5-4 off of crappy. I don't know how we're 5-4, all because of the defense. Let's tune it back to the game. Let's see if it's still going on. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like we're on offense. This team, man. This team, 2nd and 9, a minute 43 left. I could rant on and on. I've just had a really bad football weekend. It's been just really tough constantly watching bad offense. That's what I've had to go through. Even bad defense for the Gamecocks, not really the Bears. And Nick Foles just throws another ball away. He's just not... I'm starting to agree with Rex Ryan now. Rex Ryan came out and said, I like Nick Foles as a backup, not a starter. And we're starting to see why. The Bears do not have a starting quarterback. They do not have an NFL-level starting quarterback right now, and that is a huge reason why we're so good. So bad. Our offensive line is not an NFL-level offensive line. Imagine if Jadeveon Clowney was playing in this game. He was injured this game. Imagine, you know how badly we got beat up in the rushing game and how badly Nick Foles got beat up in the backfield. Imagine if they had Jadeveon Clowney, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL out there, one of the biggest guys in the NFL out there. The Bears would be toast. Great, we drop a 3rd and 8. Also, another thing, our receivers were dropping a few passes today. Jimmy Graham had one false start. That was terrible. Allen Robinson, though, unbelievable. I feel so bad for him because he's playing on an offense where he is so much better than everyone. Do you see the catches he makes? He's a top 10 receiver in the NFL, maybe even top 5 if you give him a quarterback. No one knows how good Allen Robinson is, and that's because he's on the Bears. He's on an offense that just isn't good. I feel bad for him. He's on an offense that is just bad. We need to do something in the draft this year. If we don't draft a quarterback or offensive line, that's all I want to see drafted. I don't care. Use all 8 picks. Our defense will be fine. Trust me. All I want to see our draft picks used this year quarterback, offensive line, maybe running back, and maybe a receiver. Those things. We're not drafting another tight end. Tight end, we should be fine. Komet isn't that bad, and we have Jimmy Graham, who hasn't done that bad except for a few mistakes. Offensive line, quarterback, then maybe running back, wide receiver. Those, but quarterback, offensive line are our two big. Like, where's Kyle Trask going this year? Oh my gosh, did Mooney just catch a touchdown? No, of course he didn't, because we don't score touchdowns. We're the Chicago Bears. Yeah, bear down. I got to end this post-game show. I'm sorry, guys. This was a really tough game to watch, and it's still going on. I still have a minute 30 to watch of this to see. So it looks like the final score is going to be 24-10. Could change. I don't know. But thank you for watching this video, guys. Definitely like down below. Definitely hit the sub button if you're a Bears fan. Always bear down. No matter how bad the team is, we always stay loyal, and we always root on this team no matter how hard it is. So bear down. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and definitely come back next time.